All right, guys, welcome to OMFL Bowl number 94. This has been absolutely crazy. Um, yeah, we've had nothing but the technical issues here. And I'm as frustrated as I can be because they changed everything. They changed how this normally works. Let me welcome in my two guests, two brand new guests that I'm not used to normally having, Mr. Trey and Mr. Shocks. Guys, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going great.
Yeah, going awesome. Excited to see this game.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I apologize for all of the issues that we have had. Again, PlayStation 5 completely changed everything, and now you have to download an app and turn on the HCP. The problem is Elgato doesn't work when you turn on the HCP, and so this has been nuts, but hopefully the internet holds up. This doesn't go choppy. If it's choppy, I'm sorry. Trey, I am going to ask a little bit of a favor if anybody could help me with it. Can you guys blast this out to everybody? Because in the midst of everything, I didn't get to do that. Also didn't really get to talk to you guys about what we're doing here. And so this should be fun. Let me turn up the volume here. See if we can't get some volume. It is going to be a little choppy. And unfortunately, for this bowl game, there's no way to really fix that. So it just kind of is what it is. And the volume isn't working for some reason. So we're going to have to talk over the top of this. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put the music back on so we can at least have some music. Here's the kickoff. OMFL Bowl number 94. In all the technical difficulties, it is underway. I apologize for those of you tuning in for the choppiness work at all, and we'll just have to see. But we're gonna fight through it and see what we can get. Kansas City comes in here undefeated, guys. The New York Giants, though, right back at the top. We haven't seen him there in a while. What's your expectations for this one?
It's going to be a battle of essentially what the Kansas City Chiefs in real life did. Can they deal with the defensive front of the Giants, and can the Giants get to Mahomes fast enough to not let Tyreek Hill and Johnny Walters run wild?
Yeah, I think we're looking at a very, very high scoring OMFL Bowl, so should be a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, I think that you guys are absolutely right. You got Saquon Barkley playing against his whole team. You've got firepower everywhere. This should be a really good game. So let's see how this one goes. First down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes on a play action. He's got a guy deep. Mo gets burnt. He was kind of playing the linebacker there, but he didn't play deep enough. Oh, dropped it. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. If you could pick one key for Mo getting the upset here, what would it be?
Pressure Mahomes and make him run.
He's going to have to get some turnovers, I think, and that comes with pressure and all that fun stuff. So we'll see.
Barkley with a nice spin there. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 48. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 3rd and 2. I thought he picked up the first down. 3rd and 2 from the 48-yard line.
It's definitely interesting. You've got essentially the trade to start off the OMFL season in Madden, where Barkley for, I believe it was Willie Gay and Nicole Hardman, and they're both in Super Bowl now.
Yeah, look, they, on paper, arguably one of the best defenses that we've ever seen. Oh, false start there. It's going to put them back 3rd and 7. So arguably one of the best defenses that we've ever seen in the OMFL against one of the best offenses we've ever seen in the OMFL. Penguins doesn't turn the ball over. Mo will, and I think that's going to be the big difference in this game.
Yeah, it's all going to be limiting the mistakes.
A nice little read that fumble. The Giants are going to get this one on the fumble. Big play. There's Bobby Wagner comes away with the fumble recovery. And there's your first turnover of the game.
There you go.
Again, guys, I apologize for the choppiness. PlayStation has changed the way that I can pull this video, and so I'm having to pull it from a web browser, which gives us the choppiness, and it sucks, but I will figure it out for the next bowl game, or at least do my best to figure it out. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants. Oh, a nice big run there, right up the middle for a gain of 12.
It's funny how Kareem Hunt is now playing against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
And Kareem Hunt against his
It's just
Chiefs, Saquon Barkley against the Giants. Just lots of storylines here.
I'm interested in seeing how Evan Ingram and Travis Kelce will play factors in this game.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of the tight ends, and right there on cue, we got Ingram catching a little out route there for a gain of 1 yard line. I think you're going to see a lot of check teams because Penguins protects the ball. He's going to check it down. He's not going to force anything. And if Mo is smart, he's going to try to do the same type of thing here.
I don't know from playing Mo earlier this year. That defense is hard to beat.
Oh, nice little screen. Second screen in this game. Nice block there. It's going to come up just short. It's going to set up a 3rd and 1 here from the 42-yard line. Already our first turnover in the game. Do you guys expect to see a lot of turnovers in this game? Do you expect to see a clean game?
I think it'll be limited. I think it was Bob Wagner against the receiver. That hit power is gonna drive loose, but I don't think you see many more of those type of plays.
I kind of do think there's going to be a lot of turnovers. I mean, both teams are very good at a lot of turnovers, especially in the passing game. I think both squads had almost 40 picks this year, so.
I gotta apologize for the choppiness here with all this weather that I think everybody's getting. It's kind of affecting the internet a little bit, even though I'm hardwired and everything should be good to go. Running this thing off of a web browser has kind of screwed everything up here. Again, the way PlayStation used to do, you used to go to play or watch now, and there's like you could watch straight from PlayStation and you could pull super clean audio. Didn't bog down a machine. They changed all that. Yeah, Big Hurt, it's going to be skipping because I'm pulling this from a web browser and it's bogging down my computer and it's skippy and there's just no other way around it. So I'll have to figure it out for the next game. I apologize about it, guys. Not the cleanest product that I've ever been proud of, but we're going to fight through it and try to make the best of a bad situation.
Most definitely.
It sucks because I put a lot of work into this overlay and to my streams, and I was super excited about pulling off a super cool thing, but we're going to get to it. Let's get back to the game. 1st and 10 from the 28. Giants got a nice little drive here.
Ooh, wow.
And that's the kind of mistakes that'll get you is that you'll get popped in on catching those covers twos. You gotta be smart. Yeah, Rob, my internet's also up and down just because of this below freezing weather. We're not used to that in Louisiana.
That's just normal up here.
Prescott back to pass. He's got Ingram. Not Ingram. Who is that? I don't even know who that was.
That was Max Williams.
I guess that's. Oh yeah, it's his backup tight end. So coming on a little drag route right there. 1st and 10 from the 16. Nice little run by Kareem Hunt. He gets tripped up though by his offensive lineman. It's going to put him 2nd in inches at the 7-yard line. Is there any interesting stats to pull for this game? I don't know if there's something on Daddy Leagues or something that you guys maybe have seen as we prepared to get ready for this game. Of course, everything always goes haywire like 5 minutes before it starts. But this is really defense versus offense.
I know before we headed into the playoffs, I looked at it, and I believe the Chiefs were number 1 in turnover differential. So...
And that's those crazy stats. I think he was up to 38 or 39 last time I checked, touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Anytime you can pull those kind of numbers off, those are miraculous numbers. your ratio is going to be pretty nice. 3rd and 3, right up the gut. He's got a nice lane touchdown.
Yep,
New
there we
York
go.
Giants.
Hunt strikes first.
Kareem Hunt with a nice run. I think this is what Mo and his team has been missing over the years, or at least this Madden, has been a run game. They really, a couple Maddens ago when he was in the OMFL Bowls a lot, he really had a tremendous run game, and he really hasn't had that yet. Moving Saquon's going to hurt that, but he's really become a great passer. But in this game early on, this has been all about his running game.
It's looking like his way of countering the Chiefs' high-powered offense is take that ball and just run it.
And we've already seen turnovers make a difference. The Chiefs' first drive, they fumbled. Man, they're getting 7 there, so.
Or a shoestring tackle there to keep Saquon from breaking a big one. Again, guys, I apologize. It looks like the internet is spotty. It just keeps coming up and down, and that's the weather, and I apologize. 2nd and 4, we got Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man, and there he is, Kelsey, I think, with his first reception of the day, and we've already seen the tight ends early in use here.
As arguably the 2 best tight ends in the last 2 seasons.
He's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Kansas City coming out in 5 wide, spreading them out, catching the Giants in the zone here.
It's interesting seeing Saquon Barkley in the slot as well.
Oh, and Mahomes missed it. He had a lot of pressure in his face. So Giants getting pressure on Mahomes. It was your key right there.
We saw it in real life. The Buccaneers had Mahomes on the go, and he just couldn't get that pass off. And if he did, these guys were just dropping it.
It's going to set up 2nd and 10 here from the 47-yard line. Kansas City trying to answer the Giants' score and drive. A short little run there. Going to set up a 3rd and 7 here. It's key if we're going to see a lot of zone in this game, which tends to happen in the bowl game. 3rd and 7, what are you calling?
I'm thinking he's going to be looking for T.Y. Hilton. And just something to push down.
It's Kelsey time, right?
Looks like Mahomes is spreading them out in the backfield by him with just Saquon. Back to pass. He's got time. He's going to air it out deep. He's not going to come down with it. I think he caught that one, but just couldn't get both feet down. It's going to set up a punt here. And the Giants have an opportunity to take a nice stronghold on this game early.
Yeah, getting a 2-score lead on the Chiefs is not an easy feat.
Nice little punt return. Going to set up 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Let's see if the Giants are going to stick with that run, or are they going to try to air it out? This is a smart time to stick to the game plan and keep running that ball.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Here's a Kareem Hunt right there up the middle. A little gain. It's going to set up 2nd and 7. No, they're going to call it 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line.
Giants' offensive line is doing pretty good. It's stopping Chris Jones from making a tackle for a loss there.
Chiefs defensive end, I always mess up his name, but after leading the OMFL in sacks with like 37 2 seasons ago, he's had a pretty down year. I don't even think he's in the top 5. I think he might be in the top 10, and that may come back to haunt him.
Yeah, Samson Ubakam was a monster a few seasons ago.
Why do you think the lack of production? Do you think he's moved guys around? Do you think the scheme has changed? Is it the cry of foul from the league that maybe made him do some other things?
It may be controversial, but I think the lack of Ubakam having a solid opposite from him this year is actually hurting him. More teams can focus on double teaming him.
There's pressure right there on Prescott. Was that Ekabom there?
Ekman was there to break the breakup.
As we sit there and talk about him, he gets pressure right there on Prescott. Prescott, speaking of which, signed an interesting deal with the Giants this past offseason, a deal that was mainly bonus so that the Giants can easily get out of this if they need to, take a one-year hit and then be able to unload a lot of cap and find a young free agent superstar out there. So something Mo's really good about building in that flexibility for his team. Whereas the Chiefs on the other side have some pretty large deficits to figure out as they are a starter-loaded team that maybe doesn't have a whole lot of depth.
Yeah, he doesn't have the overall depth. He finds those key guys that just seem to work for him. So you get your guys like Cam Akers and Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the backfield that help him take the load off Saquon.
Clyde Edwards, arguably, in my opinion, of course, it's a flawed opinion because I'm an LSU homer. Clyde Edwards, in my opinion, could be one of the best backs in the OMFL if he were with a team where he could start. I tried to trade for him myself, but I think a very underutilized back in this league.
I have a feeling that we might be seeing him on the move soon. I think with Penguins going out and acquiring Cam Akers, it's almost crowding that running back core. So
a nice little first down there for Barkley.
Could definitely see Clyde on the move.
It's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 7-0 lead here for the New York Giants early. Again, we apologize for the little bit of a lag that keeps popping in and out due to the weather and as the choppy screen. Not as smooth as normal when you watch my stuff, and that's because PlayStation changed everything, and this is the best we could do for this one. Oh, almost a pick right there.
Oh, wow.
Zone blitz.
It actually looked like it was the DT playing a spy. Just happened to be right there.
Bad hands.
That would have been massive for the Giants.
Never trust this defensive tackle to try and catch the football.
That's why you play CT.
So Chiefs getting away with a couple of plays here. Nice little dip down right there to Meckham. I think his name. What is his name?
Man.
That is Johnny Walters.
Yeah.
Johnny Walters, that's right. The other guy went to the Giants. I'll get this figured out here in a little bit. Second reception for 25 yards for Walters. Set up 1st and 10 here from the 36-yard line. 8:52 left to go in the second quarter. Here's Mahomes with a little handoff to the right side, but the Giants break that up pretty quickly. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 94. I almost said 7, but it's 94. My buddy Trey and Shocks with me, and I appreciate those guys being here with me and helping me out. I appreciate you guys tuning in and putting up with the technical difficulties. Holmes back to pass. He forces it in there. Kelsey comes down with a big grab.
That's why Kelsey's Kelsey.
Now, the last 3rd and short, we've seen the Kansas City Chiefs go with a quick and easy halfback run right up the middle. Are you expecting him to do the same thing here?
I don't think so. I think he's going to try and get a big play to the end zone.
Look like he's changing it up. He's catching them in a zone.
Yeah.
Here's Barkley to the left. He's got a hole. No, he's going to be hit. I think he's going to be
Think you got the
short.
yards, though?
No, they're going to give him the first down. 1st and 10 from the 25. If I'm the Giants, I'm itching to maybe challenge that, but it's probably not going to give it to him.
I think that ball just crossed the line.
Here's Mahomes back to pass. A little pressure up the middle. But he's got Walters down to the 2-yard line. And we're seeing another zone blitz there from the Giants. So lots of zone blitzes so far early. And we're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs wing it out, which is not what I expected in this one. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Here's Saquon off the left side. Easy walk-in touchdown. And this game's going to be all tied up here in just a second. The extra point
It's
is going
starting
to
to
be
look
up
like
and good. And we got a 7-7 game, boys.
it's starting to look like who can stop the other's run game might have the best chance of winning this one. Kind of the exact opposite of what I was expecting. I was expecting, whoever could shut the other's pass game down.
No, I'm with you. I thought that this was going to be a run-heavy game from both sides and a really defensive battle, but you never know what's going to happen in the OMFL Bowl. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Giants from the 23-yard line. Prescott understands he's going to give it to Cream Hunt. I'll spit it out here. He's going to pick up 4 from the left side to set up 2nd and 6. So we're seeing, in my opinion, a little bit of a shift in a balance from these two teams. Giants are running the ball. Chiefs are slinging it all around the field.
Yeah, Chiefs are trying to spread out the Giants' defense, which I found was the best way to move the ball when I played them earlier this season.
A nice little pass to the right side there to Slayton. Slayton, one of the top receivers in this league, and I think he's got 2,000-yard receivers. So another one of those teams that just knows how to pass the ball and pick up big plays. Prescott under center, 1st and 10 from the 40. Handoff to Hunt right up the right side. He's going to get a nice gain. I'm sorry, that's Johnson Jr., Duke Johnson, with a gain of 6 right there. So we've got 2 ex-Brown running backs in the backfield for the Giants. I can never keep up with where everybody's at. It's just too much movement in this league.
Same.
Yeah, each offseason you get names just flying all over the place.
2nd and 4, 2 tight ends facing a cover 2 zone here from the Chiefs. Prescott needs to be careful if he's passing this ball. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's got the drag there from Slayton. That's going to get picked up for a 1st down. Nice little gain of about 12. It's going to set up 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. We're seeing a pretty consistent game plan here for the Giants, and so far it's working. My worry is if something happens and he gets behind, this game plan may change, and that's where you see a lot of turnovers start to happen.
Yeah. Got to keep us focused and not get rattled if he gets behind.
First and 10, we're spreading them out with 3 receivers, 1 tight end, but 4 people spread out. Prescott back to pass. He's facing the blitz. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to get it out of there. Hunt's going to get caught up and then get tackled. That was a weird-looking play.
Oh, wow.
He gets caught up on the offensive lineman. The defender falls down. Defender gets back up. Hunt breaks it. The defender tackles it. A lot of weird stuff going on in that play to set up a 2nd and 3. We're seeing a little bit of a mix of defense here from the Kansas City Chiefs, too. A little 3-4, a little 4-3. They like to play that multiple look. Oh, a big sack.
Oh, wow.
Parker going to catch him in a blitz to set up 3rd and 11. That's a tough time for a play action because if he hands that ball off, he might be breaking that for a nice long run.
Well-timed blitz right there by Parker.
It's going to set up 3rd and 11 here. Facing a zone defense here for Kansas City. Prescott back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's facing that zone. He's going deep. He's got a man in right over the shoulder. What a grab.
Oh.
Nice catch.
Prescott with a beautiful pass to Hardman, striking against his old team. That was a gorgeous pass. Getting behind number 32 there. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Giants. It's Prescott with the handoff to Duke Johnson off the left. He picks up about 3 there. Going to set up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. I don't know about both of you, but I struggle here when you start getting inside the 5-yard line. The field is tight. It feels like it's hard to run the ball. And I always get confused about what I'm supposed to be calling here. We're at the 2-minute warning, a 7-7 ball game, boys. We got us a nice one here in OMFL Bowl number 94.
Yeah, to get back to your point, this season I've been really successful here with TJ Hawkinson inside the 5 yard line. Always seem to find a way to get open.
A nice little run there from Hunt. He stays on his feet and gets a couple of more inches. So it's going to set up 3rd and goal from the 2. This might be the play of the game so far. If you hold them out, that is a victory for the Chiefs. And the Giants could really take a nice lead here and stay in this ballgame.
I'm just thinking quick route to Hardman here is probably the best option.
Now we're going to get Hunt. I'm sorry, right up the middle. It's going to be stopped. So do you go for it? If you're the Giants, 4th and 2, you're allowed to go for it in our rules. Do you go for it, or are you taking the points?
Take your points. Chiefs haven't been able to move the ball downfield fast, so it gives you a chance to have the ball back.
Yeah, trust your defense and take the points.
It looks like the Giants are hearing you loud and clear. He's going to take his 3 points here. Kick is up and good. That's a chip shot. It's going to give the Giants a 10-7 lead. 1:10 left to go here in the first half of OMFL Bowl number 94. You're tuning in to my guy Trey and Shocks hanging out with me. I'm the commissioner of the OMFL, Nate. Again, we apologize for the choppiness. The internet's a little up and down. We also have to pull this stream straight from a web browser, which is why you see the choppiness. But we're making the best out of a tough situation since PlayStation changed the way that we can pull this video, but we'll get it figured out next time. You got 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Big drive here by the Chiefs. If the Giants can stop them, they get the ball first in the second half. So
more pressure there on Mahomes, and that was, if I remember correctly, it was Shocks. That was your call early in this game. Get pressure on Mahomes, and we're seeing the Giants do that. Almost threw another pick there.
Yeah, one of my worst enemies, Danielle Hunter, looked to be in on that. I was quite happy to see him get traded.
Is that one of the toughest trades that we've seen so far here? I mean, Danielle Hunter from the Vikings, who could definitely use that. He goes over the Giants and leads the OMFL in sacks.
Yeah, definitely. And I noticed it in my 2 games against Denver this year. That lack of a pass rush really hurt him.
And this kid, ex-LSU star, I'd like to point that out, is like 28 years old, 27 years old. He's super young. Here's Mahomes back to pass. Oh, that was almost intercepted. The Giants were there to make a play. He was just a little bit tardy, and Kelsey coming through with a big catch.
I have no idea how that got through.
Kelsey's big frame was just too much for that defense.
1st and 10 from the 40. Mahomes back to pass. He fumbles. He sacked and fumbled. It's going to be recovered. Wow. By the Chiefs offensive line. Cover 2 zone strikes again. We've seen that defense called a couple of times here in this game, and it's hurt both teams. It's going to be a screen set off to the left, and Barkley's got a lot of running room here. 17 seconds. They're going to take their second. No, they're going to take their last timeout to set up a 3rd and 9. A 3rd and 9. 17 seconds left to go from the 40-yard line.
I'd almost have to assume he's going to take a shot to Tyreek or Walters here.
Yeah, I think you're seeing this Tyreek streak coming. Mahomes back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to complete the ball right there in the middle of the field, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to get up here and spike it. Definitely not going to have the time now as he calls a play. He was going to need to try to do the spike button, but that didn't work. Yeah. So give me some quick first half impressions. We got a 10-7 lead for the Giants. OMFL Bowl 94.
Giants need to stick with the run game until the Chiefs can stop it.
Yeah, it's a very low-scoring game. I think this bodes well for the Giants right now.
And Trey, you hit the nail on the head there. The Giants getting the ball back here in the second half. They get the field goal right before half. The defense stands up and makes a couple big plays. He almost got a turnover, which would have led to more points, and now he's got an opportunity to take maybe more of a commanding lead.
Yeah, he's got to keep with the run game, keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands, and just wear that clock down.
1st and 10 from the 25. Prescott back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw the long play there to Hardman.
Nice.
Almost a late hit there by 35 on the Chiefs.
Hardman with his second reception on the day. I think he's got around 45. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Third reception for 72 yards.
And he's burnt Honey Badger a couple of times so far today.
Yeah, I'd almost, if I'm Penguins, try and find a better matchup because Hardman is just making Honey Badger look bad.
Dakota in the chat pointing out something I pointed out a while ago. Giants have moved back to old mode football of just running the ball and playing the pass off of that. Here's Akeem Hunt. Nice run there to the right side. I'm sorry, the Duke Johnson. Going to set up 2nd and 4 from the 47-yard line. 9:34 left to go here in the third quarter. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 94 with my guy Trey and Shocks. I am the commissioner of the OMFL, Nate. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize for the clippy lag here. Nice play there to the right side.
Yep.
Is that going to be Slayton?
Nice post route to Slayton up the middle of the field. There's just nobody there to make a play on it right away.
Slayton, one of those guys you don't hear us talk about, you don't hear me talk about on Press Pass Live, but could be a starter on 28 other teams in the OMFL.
Yeah, I know in my game versus Mo earlier this season, I didn't focus at Hardman at all. My game plan was Slayton. Make sure he didn't play a factor.
Ingram playing bully ball, breaking 2 tackles there. Going to be taken down to set up a 2nd and 3 from the 17-yard line. Giants have a nice drive going here.
I really like how the Giants are mixing it up. He's guessing. The Chiefs are really guessing on defense right now.
This Prescott with pressure up the middle. He's going to get the pass off. Touchdown.
Oh.
Ingram right up the gut, running a little bit of a streak route. He got pressure in his face, but Prescott, 2 beautiful passes to set up scoring plays in this game. Prescott playing really good football.
Yeah, keeping it short, simple, and easy.
Now, Dakota, does this hurt the soul just a little bit to see Prescott playing so well? I guess that's going to be one of my big questions that I would like to ask you, because I know that he could definitely use a player playing that well. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line, 8:04 left to go in the third quarter. The Chiefs need a touchdown, but at least some type of points here.
And say this is a big drive for the Chiefs. If they have to punt the ball back, they might be in big trouble.
Chiefs sticking with the pass in this game, so clearly they came in here with a plan. More pressure. Boy, he gets it off. What a pass there to Hill.
The one weakness of the Giants' defense is definitely that secondary. So I think the Chiefs' game plan was to attack it as fast as they could. But
and that's where a 99 overall quarterback really helps your team there.
Right.
I mean, he had pressure right up the gut and just throws the perfect dime there to Hill. Nice play from the left side there for Barkley. Just going to set up a 2nd and 3 from the 43-yard line.
Chiefs bringing out the Wildcat formation.
Saquon's going to keep it off to the left side. Nice little run there. Going to set up 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And the Chiefs are trying to answer the Giants here. They're getting a lot of pressure, though. The Giants' defensive line is getting a lot of pressure on Penguins. And even if you get these nice drives going, it just takes one mistake. Holmes back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to hit that one right up the middle. Gonna set up 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, 6:17 left to go. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 94. Crazy that we will hit 100 seasons here not too far in the future. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man to the left, but it's going to be drop.
Oh,
Big drop
wow.
there for him.
Well, when you don't throw to Kelsey, your next tight end doesn't do as good as John.
You're also seeing a lot of just crazy pass plays here from the Chiefs. Not what I really expected. Another play action from Holmes. He's got a man in the middle of the field. That's going to be Walter, who's going to get it down to about the 3-yard line. So it's going to set 1st and goal from the 3. And again, another cover 2. We're seeing a lot of cover 2 in this game, at least a lot more than I would expect with these 2 burners on this Kansas City team. But Giants trusting that they're trying to catch him in a weird call. Here's Saquon off the left side. They're going to get blocked, though.
Ooh, yeah.
Giants are just trying to provide enough coverage to get that to allow the defensive line to get in there and make a play.
2nd and goal from the 3. Kansas City back to pass, a quick pass, and he hits the perfect fade route.
Touchdown. Yep.
I haven't seen that play work in 50 Maddens. What a play there from Mahomes to Walters. Yeah, Antoine, we apologize for the glitchiness. Again, we usually pull this straight from PlayStation, so we have a nice, clean, smooth feed. And PlayStation has changed it on PlayStation 5. And you now have to download apps. And with apps, I can't watch the app and pull off of my Elgato. And we figured that out 10 minutes before this game kicked off. So we're having to pull this from a web browser, which means we're getting some little bit of a laggy stream. We apologize, but it's the best we can do with this one. We'll fix it for the next one. We got a nice, great game going in OMFL Bowl number 94. 2nd and 9 here from the 26 for the Giants. Do you feel the pressure if you're the Giants that you have to answer with a touchdown?
I personally, if I was in their situation, I wouldn't. You've been keeping the ball clean on the ground. Just got to play smart still.
Prescott pass, back to pass. He's going to check it right down there. Oh, a bad angle on that tackle. Not sure what was happening. I've seen that happen a few times where you're trying to conservative tackle, but you're pressing it way too soon, and they just kind of make the corner, and that's what seemed to happen there for the Chiefs. And another cover 2. We're seeing a lot of cover 2 from these two teams, which is not what I would expect with all of these fast players. What do you take away from that strategy?
And look at them. They're trusting their D-line.
Slayton off to the left side. I hate to interrupt you. I apologize for that, Shucks, but Slayton with a big pass off to the left side. 1st and 10 from the 26. Finish your thought.
I definitely think they're relying on the defensive lines to try and get that pressure, and they're just putting guys there just in hopes they can do something.
1st and 10 from the 26. Prescott playing really good football. He's got time. He's going to scramble to the right side. He's going to knew it. He knew he broke a rule there, and I don't know what he's going to do about it, but yeah. He tried to come back, but he knew he broke a rule there. So in the OMFL, when you get to the line, you're supposed to, he's going to take a knee here. I don't know what the plan is here. I guess we're all going to figure this out together. But he knew it. I thought for sure he was going to throw it away, and he did not.
And I think he was trying to get that off earlier and just happened to cross that line that we've got established.
I do like the sportsmanship that we see here. Again, I have no clue what he's going to do. I guess he's just going to bring it to 2nd and 11, and hopefully that's calling it fair. That's a tough situation. I don't really know what to do there outside of pause the game and have a conversation. 2nd and 11, Prescott back to pass. He's got a man right up the middle. He keep his feet in. Is that Slayton? No, that's Ingram. No, it's Slayton. I apologize. Slayton and Ingram look the same. So touchdown Giants. Yeah, this one that play outside the numbers hopefully doesn't come back to be an issue in this game. Yes, D-money outside the numbers is still a thing for the same reason that you've seen there. You have two men playing in a zone. As soon as you pass those numbers, they immediately just come in. And so it just leaves people wide open. It's just not a real thing. So it'd be interesting to see if that becomes an issue after this game's over with. Here we go. Mahomes on a play action, back to pass. He's got a guy, but he's got him covered. He needs to take off running. He's gonna stick with it. Almost picked off by the Giants. That was a weird play. Why would you not just take off with Mahomes there?
I think he's trying to get downfield fast and feeling a little bit of pressure and being down two scores.
Probably a little frustration as well.
Yeah.
So we got 2nd and 10 from the 22. Kansas City trying to answer a nice drive from the Giants. Even though it had an infraction, there was still a nice little drive going there. Going to set up 3rd and 9. This is a big 3rd down. You're down by 10. 1:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. You're going to have to play this one smart, but you need a big play.
You need to get the 1st down here at all costs.
Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man right there. No, Kelsey dropped it.
Kelsey.
Caught the ball on his way down. He drops that one.
Great play on Bobby Wagner to lay the head in.
Yeah, Ross, we're seeing a lot of that. I don't know how I feel about that, Ross. It's an interesting concept because I have never seen a lot of that until this game. We've seen it twice now. I don't know that it tricks the AI, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird play. 1st and 10 from the Giants from their own 49-yard line. Prescott's going to hand off to Hunt. He's going to go to the right side. He's got 10 rushes for 41 yards. So the Kansas City Chiefs are doing their part here, but just not able to get past that pressure from the Giants' defensive line. Prescott back to pass. He's got a man, Ingram, right up the middle on the post. Gets behind the Kansas City defense for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. And that's going to get us maybe one more play, and then we'll get to the 4th quarter here. And that's going to bring us to the 4th quarter right now. So 4th quarter, you got the Giants up by 10 and driving. We're starting to get into almost panic mode if you're Kansas City. 1st and 10 from the 28.
Yeah, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm sending a little bit more heat to try and get Prescott to maybe force a bad pass or get him out of the pocket.
Yeah, Chiefs gonna have to hope they're holding the 3 here. Keep this game within reach.
Nice play there for the Kansas City Chiefs defense. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. 9:50 left to go.
Harold Landry met Kareem Hunt in the hole.
Yeah, Ross, I guess I struggle with it because, I mean, I technically would need to go watch those plays. Oh, nice play there from the defensive tackle there for the Kansas City Chiefs. But to finish that thought, Russ, I'd have to go back and watch it and see if it really is causing AI issues. I mean, there are 3 drops, but again, if you're doing 3 drops, you're not waiting for a guy to completely cross the field on the slant. So I can see that that's an issue that we need to get guys to stop doing. Prescott here on a 3rd and 12 from the 31-yard line. 8:50 left to go in the 4th quarter. He's going to just hand off right up the middle, keep it safe. You're up by 10. He's going to go up by 13 here. That 1 point, though, could be big in this game. Oh, almost blocked from Kansas City.
Ooh, wow.
But the Giants get it off. It's going to be 27-14, 8:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. You're watching OMFL Bowl number 94 between the Kansas City Chiefs, the reigning champion in the OMFL, against the New York Giants, and Mo, who hasn't been here in quite some time. And we've seen some different plays, to say the least, with the one-step drop, wait for the guy to finish running with the slant. We've seen some cover 2 zone a lot in this game, and we've also seen the big play, or, running outside of the numbers and still throwing it. So definitely some stuff that will be open for discussion after this one's over. Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Walters off to the left side. He gets it down to about the 46-yard line, no, 42-yard line, to set up 1st and 10 for Kansas City.
This is go time for the Chiefs. You got to score a touchdown here and see what you can do. Get a stop and try to make this comeback.
We've seen some crazy games, and so it definitely isn't out of the question. Mahomes back to pass on the play action. He's got a man off to the left side. It looks like his backup tight end there with a big grab. It's going to be Hudson. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes back to pass. This is all a pass. He's got a man right up the middle. It's Kelsey banging in for the touchdown. So quick answer for the Kansas City Chiefs, facing that cover 2. And now we're starting to see these guys attack each other on the cover 2.
Yeah.
I kind of called it a while ago, but that 1 point may be massive here when you settle for the field goal to go up 13 instead of trying to get the touchdown to put this one maybe out of reach.
This is exactly what the Chiefs were looking for. Score quick right there, and this is a ball game right now.
Yeah, Chiefs waited until the fourth quarter to finally play some Chief football.
Trey, Rob in the chat, Dwayne in the chat. It looks like we're going to have a lot of rule discussions to talk about after this game. There's always something in these OMFL Bowl games. We see it. Competition gets going in the best, and things just happen. We'll see how this one ends. 7 minutes left to go in OMFL Bowl number 94. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize for the choppy play. We're having to pull this from a web browser instead of the normal way of pulling it straight from PlayStation, because thank you to PlayStation 5. They've changed the way that you watch games, and so we're going to figure it out for the next bowl game, but I appreciate you tuning in. This is also why we don't have sound on the other end, and you just got me and my 3 guys. Eckerman coming off the edge there. That is, with a big sack on this game. 3rd and 16, 6:25 left to go in this game. This is a massive play if you're the Giants.
I don't understand why the Giants were passing there. I would have kept the ball on the ground at least another down.
3rd and 6. He's going to be facing it. 3rd and 16. I apologize. He's going to be facing a zone here.
This is something you really can't force.
He's got pressure right up the middle. He forced it. It's going to be caught and dropped. If you're the Giants, you're losing your mind here. He goes up, he makes the play, and he can't come down with it. Now you're forced to punt with 5:53 left to go.
That's a heartbreaking play right there.
So 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. We've seen a lot of big plays here from the Kansas City offense, passing the ball a ton, but the Giants have been getting pressure. Could be a lot that goes on in this play. Let's see how it goes. 1st and 10 from the 47. Holmes handoff right up the middle. I think that's Akers. I apologize. So Akers with his first rush or second rush of the game.
If I'm the Chiefs here, I'm looking to get the big play, but I'm also looking to take off as much clock as I can.
This is all we can ask for. What a great game.
2nd and 8 for Kansas City here. Mahomes back to pass. He's got a man right up the middle. That's Walters on a quick little drag slant situation. I don't even know what you would really call that. But 1st and 10 from the 31.
What a game.
That is what I've been known for as a one route.
Mahomes back to play. He's got Kelsey on a fly route. He's going to it. And it's almost picked off by the Giants. That could have been a big play. It's going to set up second and 10 from the 31-yard line. 4:36 left to go in OMFL Bowl. Number 94, Kansas City, trying to make the big comeback after being down by 13. Saquon off to the left side. Not a lot of running room there. It's going to set up a 3rd and 7. It's a big play right here.
Makes you wonder if the Kelsey card's going to get called again.
Yeah, I'm going to look for Saquon to be on this one. We'll see if he forces it to him, though. He's got him if he wants him. No, he's going deep. That one gets knocked away by the Giants. And now, if you're Kansas City, do you go for this? Or are you taking the field goal and then go play defense? They're going for the field goal.
Yeah, I'd play for field goal here. There's enough time left on the clock to stop them and get back downfield.
So the kick is up and good. It's going to be a 24-27 game now. 3-point lead for the New York Giants. Kansas City kicking it back off to them. And here we go. So what do you think is going to be the talking line coming out of this game? Is it the play running outside of the numbers and throwing the ball?
I don't think it played as much of a factor as most would think.
Yeah, I think it's easy to kind of hang your hat on that, but I agree with you. We got man defense cover 1 here. Prescott back to pass. He's got him coming back here to Slayton. And Slayton having a big game here. He's kind of his go-to, as you kind of said a while ago, Shocks. He's kind of like the guy that he always looks there.
Giants staying really aggressive.
First and 10 from the 39-yard line. We're looking like we're going to get a blitz here from the Kansas City Chiefs. Prescott changing the play at the line, maybe adding some protection. Back to pass. He's got to get it out of there. Oh, and knocked away there for Kansas City. That could have been a big play both ways.
Yeah, that could easily, if DB there puts both hands on that ball, that could be 7 points for the Chiefs.
When this one is over, if you guys don't mind, see if maybe both of these guys, one at a time, would come in here and talk about this game. Both are pretty passionate. Mo, I think, less passionate than Penguins. So if Penguins doesn't win this one, maybe that's a tougher ask, but we'll see. Nice little screenplay there. And he's trying to get the hit stick. Running through a bunch of tackles. He's going to set up first and 10 from the 50-yard line. Hunt would not be denied on this one.
It's dangerous time now.
That was Hunt's way of saying you shouldn't have cut me.
Should be hitting women, Hunt. We got 3-point lead for the Giants. First and 10 from the 50-yard line. And as it's being said in the chat, this is scary zone now. Prescott back to pass again. He's going to check it down to Hunt.
Good play.
To see all of these checkdowns. Kansas City not taking a timeout.
I don't like that check down at all.
I don't like right to throw it all. I'm trying to make this guy use all of his timeouts. Now you need a first down if you're the Giants to make him use all of his timeouts. And this is big. 2nd and 11 from the 49-yard line. 3-point lead for the New York Giants in an epic OMFL Bowl. One of the best ones we've ever seen, to be honest. Again, thank you for tuning in today, guys. We've got a big number. We apologize for the glitchy scene that you see in front of you. It's because we're pulling this from a web browser. PlayStation 5 changed the way that you can pull this, and so we're going to have to relearn about how to get a clean feed, but we had to make something happen for this one. I appreciate my buddies Shocks and Trey for being with me today. Prescott back to pass again. He's got pressure. He's got a man who's got it.
Oh, there's a penalty on the
one
play.
for a touchdown. Is it going to be a penalty on the Kansas City Chiefs?
Roughing the passer, I think.
Roughing the passer.
Yep.
It's going to be denied. Touchdown, New York Giants. This is going to put them up 10. What a play from Ingram.
I think the Chiefs defenders kind of thought it was coming back the other way with the holds. Like, don't stop until the whistle's blown.
Maybe the biggest play that we've possibly ever seen in the OMFL Bowl, though I didn't get to watch Collins' game against D Money a couple years ago now. But I heard that one had some big calls. What a play. Massive play there. So now this one's almost over.
Well, that Chiefs offense, they scored fast before. So.
Ooh, Tyreek Hill. Again, we got the catch, juke right after the catch. We got to stop that. Mahomes back to pass, 1st and 10 here from the 44. He's got pressure, though. He's got to get rid of it. He does get rid of it. Ooh, Barkley with a nice little stiff arm there.
There's where the checkdowns come to hurt you.
OMFL, if you're watching this is that catch and immediate juke is something that we put a rule in. We want to avoid that. Again, things happen, and so I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect, but that was a perfect example of what we want to keep from happening, as well as Mo's play where he ran past the line and had a wide open guy. Here we go. Mahomes, 2nd and 5 from the 49.
He's going deep here.
Yep, he's got Tyreek. He's got behind the defense. What a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
A quick strike answer from Tyreek Hill. If you're the Giants, why are you not using the safety and guaranteeing that no one gets behind you?
Problem is, if you try and guarantee the one guy, you're leaving the other guy coming up the middle of the field usually.
Yeah, I got to give up the middle of the field here. Another 3-point game here. Kansas City with the onside. It's going to be recovered by the Giants, but Kansas City has 2 timeouts left. I'm not good at math.
They can technically get the ball back. Yeah.
Technically,
they can get the ball back with like
15 seconds or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Hail Mary play though.
If you're at the Giants, I'm a little taken back by how you're not ready for that play. These 2 quarterbacks have played outstanding football so far. I don't know why we're getting a pause and I think I don't know what I guess he's checking his running backs. I don't know what's going on. That was weird. If you're the Giants here, this is, in my opinion, I'm kneeling the ball. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to run it, but I'm real nervous about every play here.
I just put a conservative ball carrier on and just run.
Duke Johnson right up the middle. He's going to get 9. We're 1 play away from being ball game, boys. 2nd and 2 from the 34-yard line. 1 timeout left for Kansas City. They come back from being 13 down. This has just been an epic game for both guys. Not the cleanest game. Definitely had some FPR things that happened, but it's okay. It happens. Overall, this has been an instant classic of an OMFL game. Couldn't ask for any better.
Chiefs load
right
up
up the middle. Kansas City. Are they giving the first down? No, it's 3rd and 1. No timeouts left. 1 minute left to play here on the 33-yard line. If you're the Giants, is this 4-down territory?
I would just kick the field goal and force the touchdown.
Ross, I think the sound that you hear is Trey's mic. It's picking up some weird noises in the background sometimes.
Probably me playing with a little fidget toy.
Handoff to Duke Johnson right in the middle.
Ball game.
That's ball game. The New York Giants, your OMFL champions for season number 94. What a game, guys. What is your biggest takeaway from this?
The Chiefs' inability to stop Kareem Hunt and Duke Johnson. That played such a key factor in the first half.
And I think the Chiefs' inability to get going sooner. when their train started to get rolling, it was a little bit too late.
Do you think that this is one of those plays where both of these guys had really good game plans coming in against each other, or would you have had a different approach if you were one of these guys?
I think Mo's game plan in the first half was perfect, and it flipped in the second half to where it was the Chiefs' game plan was perfect. There just wasn't enough time.
Yeah, I would like to see the Chiefs use Saquon a little bit more in the first half.
Yeah, that was kind of my feedback for this game. I really expected Kansas City opened it up, and that is not what I expected to see. I expected him to play really conservative, let his big plays happen when there were opportunities, but he really opened this one up and attacked what I thought was the strength of the Giants team, and that's their pass rush. Kobe, I don't. Please don't say that in chat. Like, again, after your conversation last night, Kobe, I don't want to see that comment in chat. I don't know how you can't enjoy one of the more instant classic games because your buddy didn't win, and at least that's how it comes off. So anyway, let's just celebrate what was a really great game. There was, a couple of FPR issues, but again, overall, this was a fun one to watch. Did you guys enjoy this one?
I'm good friends with fans, and I enjoyed watching it. It was a well-fought game of chess.
Yeah, it's a great game. I mean, we couldn't ask for any better game right there. That was a fabulous game. The Giants just came up on top.
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway from this game is just the fact that Prescott went 80% in this game, and I would not have expected that. But you've seen all of the big playmakers make plays. You've seen neither team give up, and actually not even a sloppy game, right? Like, we didn't see a lot of interceptions. We've seen some crazy fumbles, which was a big play early in this game. But overall, a pretty fun game to watch. And now the New York Giants roll into season 95 as the champions, and should be a good one.
It looks like we have the champ in the chat.
Do we have Mr. Mo with us?
Mo is in here.
What's up, Mo? Congratulations, my friend. Maybe not. Do y'all hear him?
He's in here, but he's muted.
He's muted. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Mo, congratulations on your first championship in quite some time, my friend.
Feels like forever, I gotta say.
How long has it been?
It's been at least a cycle and a half, maybe 2 full cycles.
Well, congratulations. A great game plan by you. Both teams really attacking each other, but my player of the game from my side is going to be Prescott, 80%. I think 4 touchdowns, just a really, really great game from Prescott attacking that Kansas City Chiefs team. What was your game plan going into this? What was your mindset about how you were going to attack this team?
To be honest, I think everyone's afraid of his quick score and his deep passing, and he showed that late. Boy, did he show that late with some of that last half play. But my game plan actually was to try to stop the short game first, and the short passes and some of those running back dump offs and screens and little curl routes. That was actually my number one priority.
Now, the play that made me question what the hell you were doing, 2 of them. We'll talk about the least effective one first. Why are you not playing over the top on Tyreek Hill on that long touchdown that makes it a 3-point game?
I called cover 3. I always think that the defense will play to what they're supposed to do, but somehow guys can get behind deep zone still. I don't know. That's just a weird Madden thing that I don't like doing a lot of adjustments post play, and it's just one of those things that you need to, like you're saying. It's not smart not to, but sometimes I fall into my old ways of just calling the play and not doing too much after that.
Now, talk to me about the play. You know it's coming. It'll probably be a big talking point in the OMFL. Rolling out with Prescott to the right side. We get past the numbers. We pick up a big play. You did nil it on the next play, but what happened there? What was the thought process about how to make that right? Just talk me through that play.
I mean, there's no excuses that can be made. It's not a play. We all know the rules. There's a reason why I knelt at the next play. I felt bad. I didn't know what to do from there. I rolled out, lost track of where I was a little bit, which I normally don't do. I'm pretty good at that usually. I've been close to the numbers on some times, but I don't remember the last time I actually was outside the numbers and threw a pass. I feel like it's been a very, very long time, but felt
That's
bad
what
about it.
Koch said he felt like you just kind of lost where you were on the field. Is that what happened? You just kind of lost track of where you were?
Yeah, I mean, my eyes were downfield. I have no excuse for it as poor play, but it happens sometimes.
Well, guys, what questions do we have for our champion for season 94?
What was the game plan coming in with the? You seem to be quite heavy with the run in the first half. Is that kind of the plan of attack?
Yeah, I know a lot of people expect me to air it out like I do in the regular season. I know Nate hates when guys get conservative and start running and doing all kinds of things in the postseason that they don't do. Definitely went into the very beginning of the postseason thinking that I was going to try to run it more, try to call a couple running back screens, try to dump it off and play a little shorter than I do in the regular season. What's got me in trouble in the regular season playing these good guys, and I lose to these good guys frequently in the regular season, is I think I get a little fall in love with the deep pass, and it gets me in trouble, and I had to change that up to be successful.
What was your game plan on defensively, especially in the first half? I thought you did an excellent job of slowing Penn's down, holding them to just 7 points to the explosive offense. So what was your game plan defensively?
Yeah, I mean, the first priority was definitely stopping all the short stuff. I knew he was going to get some deep things, and he didn't in the first half. Somehow it worked. He didn't take a lot of deep shots. That's probably why he didn't get very many deep shots in the first half. Yeah, I mean, the main priority was stopping short, and because I think he focused on short, kind of played into it a little bit.
So how are we going to celebrate this one? Are we busting open the champagne? Is it mimosas tomorrow morning, all weekend? What are we doing?
Oh, I don't know, man. I haven't thought about that yet. I didn't think I would win. The NFC is so tough. Not any disrespect to the AFC, but the NFC is so tough that I kind of took every game, fully expecting that I could come out losing big even. So I'm kind of surprised to even be here. I definitely didn't plan anything.
How quickly did your mind shift to the next season?
Probably as soon as we advance to free agency, see those free agents, and then I'll start getting excited for kind of reshaping a little bit.
All right, last question for me, then we'll see if the guys have anything, and then we'll see if we can't get maybe Penguins to come in here, which is usually not a thing. Most guys don't want to come talk after they lose. But is Prescott going to be the quarterback for the New York Giants in season 95?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. And he's going to be on the team probably until this cycle's over. I mean, it caused some controversy. I got him on a fairly cheap deal. And that only helps me kind of solidify some other players that I have coming up for re-sign. So, yep, I'll be here.
Yeah, he played absolutely great for you, and one of the big reasons that you won the bowl game. Great game. This one's going down in OMFL Bowl history. I think just one of the best OMFL Bowls that we've ever had. So congratulations, Mo. You deserve it. I hope that you get to enjoy this one.
Thank you. Thank you, guys, and thanks, Penguins. You played a good game, and, sorry I didn't take it down this year, but I'm sure he'll be back next year.
Well, there you have it. Our champion, season number 94, the New York Giants, and our buddy Mo, kind of going back to some of his old game style. Run the ball. I know that Kareem Hunt was I think Shock's player of the game, and Prescott was mine. Just really efficient offense, really great pressure from arguably one of the best defenses that we've ever seen in the OMFL. Who's your player of the game, Shocks, and then who's your player of the game, Trey?
I think it's got to be Prescott. I mean, he was absolutely dealing. I really like the way Mo mixed it up with him, and I think it really confused the Chiefs defense a lot. He didn't know if he was running or passing, so he was kind of guessing on defense. So yeah, definitely, it's Dak Prescott.
For me, I have my offensive player is definitely Evan Ingram. I feel like without Ingram, he doesn't get that touchdown to essentially seal the game off. And defensively, I have to say it'd be Bobby Wagner. He laid the hit in the first on the Chiefs' first drive to cause the fumble and put the momentum in the Giants' side.
Yep, it was a really great game from both of these guys. Penguin has refused to come on, and I understand. I didn't expect him really to be. I wish though that we could. I wish we could have his perspective, because it was a really great game and definitely had a game plan that was a little bit different than what I was expecting him to do, and it worked. I mean, he didn't throw a lot of interceptions. He had the crazy fumble there that kind of happened to him, but overall it was a really good game plan from both of these guys, and his offensive line held up pretty decent. They kind of were shaky early but held up decent late in that game. So a really great game. As we move into season 95, last question, then we'll wrap this thing up. What was who's kind of the guy that both of you are looking to be kind of the leader out of the gate as we move into season 95? Who's the favorite?
You want to go there, Shocks?
I mean, it doesn't have to be Dwayne. I mean, he's been the majority leader, I think, and I think. I mean, if I had to guess for a champion next year, I'll take him.
Well, I'd put the pressure on myself to actually get something done in the playoffs, but I look at things and I look to see guys like Mo actually come in and win the division and not play from a wild card spot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take D-Money. I'm going to keep betting on that horse until I absolutely get proved wrong multiple times. But I'm going to put my money with the guy who wins a majority of them. I think he's going to have another year. D-Money's going to have another year building that quarterback. Who knows what he'll do in free agency. It looks like Clyde is trying to help him rebuild his team by sending him another great player. I don't know if that was serious talk or not, but I expect D-Money to be right back and wanting to prove something, as he was upset by Big Hurt in the playoffs, and I just think it's going to make him come back with a vengeance. So I'm going with D-Money. But look, you can't say Penguins, Dwayne, Mo, like all of these guys definitely have a shot. Big Hurt was right there. He was just a couple of plays from being in it. The Bloop was just a couple of plays from being in it. And so the Titans, right? There's another great team that's going to be in it. So it'll be a fun season as we move into season 95. Mr. Shocks, Mr. Trey, thank you both for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. And again, we apologize one last time for kind of the sketchy stream with having to pull this thing from a web browser and then the internet up and down. So I appreciate everybody for hanging in there. We'll figure it out for the next OMFL Bowl, which could be, don't quote me on this and don't build your teams to this, but depending on the virus and depending on how long it takes, it might be our last season. I doubt it. I think we'll get in 2 more seasons before we need to take a break. But we'll see. We'll see where we are in our world and see where everything is at. And so next time, guys, have a great rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in to OMFL Bowl number 94, and we'll see you later. Peace.
guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. 'Cause you said forever.